Hello everyone, I am Shaheen Alam, physiotherapist. I am here to help you in learning the biomechanics concepts well. As you all know, biomechanics is a very important subject in our clinical practice. It is very important to be thorough with this as it will help us in designing our exercises and mobilization techniques well. So, first topic of my lecture would be concave convex rule. Let's understand that in detail. I have divided concave convex rule in two parts. One, when convex surface is moving on concave surface. So it says when convex surface is moving on fixed concave surface, then rolling and sliding of convex surface occurs in the direction opposite to the movement. As you can see in this diagram, this is the combined movement of three things. One is rolling, another is sliding, and then spinning. So here you can see the concave surface here is fixed and convex surface is moving. So let's take the example of shoulder joint to explain this in detail. If you look at the shoulder joint, it consists of glenoid fossa, which is a concave surface, and humeral head, which is a convex surface. So whenever we will be doing the abduction, means supraspinatus will be contracting to produce the upward movement, then rolling of the humeral head will happen, and along with it there will be downward sliding which will be happening. So if you can see, this is a concave surface and this is a convex surface. So whenever we are moving in the upward direction, this is going in downward direction. What is the clinical relevance of this is basically, if these three movements will not be occurring together and if the sliding will not be happening in the opposite direction, then it can lead to impingement of this structure known as subacromial bursa. Now the second part, when your concave surface is moving and convex surface is fixed. So rolling, sliding and spinning will be happening in the same direction. So it says when concave surface moves on fixed convex surface, then rolling and sliding occurs in the same direction as of the movement. Let's take the example of knee extension in an open chain where your femoral condyles will be convex and tibial condyles will be concave surface. So as you can see here in this diagram, whenever there will be the movement of tibia in the upward direction, then rolling and sliding will also be happening in the upward direction. If these movements are not happening together, then definitely locking mechanism will be affected and can lead to instability of the knee. So I hope you liked my video and this concept was helpful for you. So do share and subscribe the video and leave your questions in the comment section if you have any query, and I'll meet you soon for the next topic. Thank you.